Look closely. Just moments ago, this girl was brutally crippled by the basketball team she built with her own hands and died drowning in sorrow and rage. But in the blink of an eye, she's miraculously reborn, sent back to the very start, before every nightmare began. This time, faced with the same tricks from her mortal enemies, she'll make a choice no one sees coming. Our story starts with a trap disguised as kindness. Sam, are you really not going to apologize to Naomi? You accused her of stealing your game plans, and she's been devastated. It's Jerry, the basketball team captain. In her past life, he chose that scheming fake friend and drove her straight into hell. Right now, he stares at her with the exact same look of disgust. Back then, she tried desperately to defend herself, to prove she was the real hero. But everyone only saw a bitter, jealous fool. The more she explained, the crueler the isolation and bullying became. She'd given everything to this team. A natural basketball genius, she stepped back to be their team manager. She pulled all-nighters studying tactics and analyzing stats, turning a ragtag group of rookies into state champions. She even helped every single one of them win scholarships to the Ivy League's top universities. Yet all the glory was stolen by her so-called best friend, Naomi. When she tried to expose the truth, the whole team called her jealous. The boy she loved, Captain Jerry, pushed her away just to protect Naomi. Worse still, right before a crucial match, she caught Naomi spiking the team's drinks with performance-enhancing drugs. She tried to stop it only to get framed as the culprit. A vicious girl like you doesn't belong on this team. Lock her up in juvenile detention. The coach's angry words still ring in her ears. She was thrown into that living hell. A year later, she walked out broken and battered only to face an even worse nightmare. Naomi hired thugs to shatter her legs, leaving her permanently disabled. One last time, she limped over and begged her former teammates to believe her. All she got was cold mockery. Just ignore her. She's only using her injured leg to gain sympathy. Who knows if she even hurt herself on purpose? Meanwhile, Naomi leaned comfortably in Jerry's arms and whispered a cruel confession only the two of them could hear. I paid people to hurt you. I never thought your legs would break so easily. Her heart died completely in that moment. Filled with endless hatred and regret, she took her last breath. Before she passed away, she swore an oath, if she ever got a second life, she would never save these ungrateful traitors again. She would watch Naomi destroy every last one of them. Now, she's back. Reborn as a senior in high school, armed with painful memories and burning hatred. She looks at the yelling Jerry in front of her. No more adoration. No more humility, only icy coldness in her eyes. She lost everything, and they celebrated their success by standing on her ruined life. How dare they? Did you hear me? Go apologize. Jerry snaps impatiently. Everyone expects Sam to lose her temper and argue like she always did. Instead, she lifts her head slowly, a strange smirk tugging at her lips. Fine, I'll apologize. What? She's actually agreeing? Jerry and the whole team freeze in shock. Is this really the stubborn, jealous Sam they know? A victory party is underway tonight, celebrating Naomi for leading the team to the championship. Under everyone's watchful eyes, Sam walks straight toward the woman who ruined her past life. This place humiliated her once. Now, it will be where her revenge begins. She stops in front of Naomi, staring at her fake, triumphant smile. I didn't come here to celebrate. Silence falls across the room as she speaks clearly. I came here to say sorry. The crowd erupts in shock. Is this a genuine apology, or the deadly calm before a raging storm? The ultimate revenge story is just getting started. Take a look. This hardworking team manager led the squad to countless championships. Now she's surrounded by her own teammates, forced to apologize to a manipulative girl who only knows how to play the victim. It all started when Naomi stole her training strategies, then twisted the truth and accused Samantha of plagiarism. Faced with endless accusations, Samantha stays completely calm. She asks coolly, "Are you really sure you want to dig into this? I only noticed our plans looked similar, and I never told anyone you copied me. I'm just curious, how did the rumor that I accused you of plagiarism even start?" Her sharp question leaves Naomi speechless. All she can do is put on a tearful, helpless act. A teammate steps forward to defend her right away. Sam, we know you didn't mean any harm, but Naomi's been gossiped about nonstop. She's practically depressed. Can't you just say sorry to her? Another guy who has a crush on Samantha chimes in too. Naomi's always been good to you. I'm sure she'll forgive you. We're supposed to be a team. Samantha sneers inwardly at their fake kindness. These are the exact people who drove her to despair in her past life. That's right. She's reborn, back at this critical turning point. Last time around, she couldn't defend herself. Pushed into apologizing by these ungrateful people, she was eventually kicked off the team and died in misery. But this time, she will never let anyone walk all over her again. Fine, I'll apologize. Samantha speaks softly. She walks over to Naomi and bows deeply. Naomi, I'm sorry. No matter what the truth is, if I've hurt you in any way, it's my fault. Naomi is caught off guard by her compliance. She'd planned to stir up the whole team and isolate Samantha the second she put up any resistance. Now Samantha's unnervingly calm, leaving all her schemes useless. Just then, Coach Harlan walks in. Without hearing a single explanation, he delivers his punishment. An apology isn't enough to fix this. Samantha, due to your reckless accusations against Naomi, you're reassigned to support staff, effective immediately. You're no longer the team manager from now on, you work as Naomi's assistant. The whole room erupts in shock. Meanwhile, Naomi is overjoyed. This is exactly what she wanted. In her past life, this was how they demoted her. After that, Naomi took credit for all her hard work and used her as a free servant. Some teammates even cheer, urging the coach to make Naomi the official manager instead. Jeremy, the team captain who once swore his love to her, says coldly, "Fairness is everything on this team. The most qualified person gets the role." Samantha looks at their ugly faces and smiles. "I accept your decision." She pauses, then declares clearly for everyone to hear, "I'm stepping down as team manager. And I'm leaving this team for good." She heads to her locker and takes out one item after another. She picks up a notebook and tosses it at Evan's feet. "Evan, this was the gift you gave me when I first became manager 2 years ago. Take it back." Next, she flings a stopwatch toward Ryan. "Ryan, here's the stopwatch you gave me. It's yours now." "Taylor, this is your lucky wristband, the one you wore for your first championship game. And this jersey, signed by every single one of you. A gift from Mark." Gifts she once treasured more than anything are now tossed aside like trash. The teammates are stunned. One of them shouts, "Sam, what are you doing? You used to love all these things." Finally, she picks up a gleaming golden medal. It was Jeremy's very first MVP award, a token of their love that he gave to her. The entire room holds its breath. Samantha brushes her fingers over the medal, resolve flashing in her eyes. "These things used to mean the world to me. They kept me company on every late night spent drawing up game plans, making me feel like you were all by my side. But I don't need them anymore. Just like I don't need any of you." She walks past the captain. Everyone expects her to hand the medal back to him. Instead, she stops right in front of Naomi and places the precious medal around her neck. Leaning in, she whispers so only the two of them can hear, "I think the captain would rather have you keep this. Isn't that right, Captain?" Silence falls over the entire room. Jeremy's face turns livid with rage. He stares at his beloved medal hanging around another girl's neck, while the woman who once loved him looks at him like a total stranger. He snaps angrily at Naomi, "If she doesn't want it, just take it. It's no big deal." The girl he once adored is gone forever. Standing before them now is a woman ready to claim her revenge. The real drama has only just begun. Take a look. This woman was the driving force behind the basketball team, securing 4 championships in just 2 years. Yet overnight, she was ordered to clean the restrooms for an entire month over a baseless accusation. It all started with an accident and the captain's cruel humiliation. A few stray basketballs accidentally hit the girl Jeremy adores. Samantha rushed over to help without a second thought. But Captain Jeremy jumped to conclusions, convinced she'd done it on purpose to get back at them. He didn't even let her explain a single word. Right there in front of everyone, he sentenced her to 1 full month of toilet duty. Staring at the cold, indifferent faces of the teammates she'd given everything for, Samantha's heart turned cold completely. She once believed hard work would earn her trust, but all she got was endless disrespect and shame. In that moment, she finally woke up. She would no longer grovel for a spot on a worthless team. Instead, she would take back what she deserved. She decided to leave this rotten basketball squad and build a new career as a professional team manager. Her eyes landed on the school's other top team, the ice hockey team. Their captain was Andrew, known as the Ice King, and Jeremy's biggest rival. Her plan was simple and perfect. To get revenge, join the enemy of her enemy. Samantha went straight to Coach Morales and volunteered for the job. The coach had long heard of her reputation. Everyone knew she was the powerhouse who led the Bears to 4 titles in 2 years. He even admitted that if she'd stayed with the basketball team, his hockey team might have lost their top spot this season. Still, switching from basketball to ice hockey meant starting from scratch. The coach set an almost impossible challenge: master all ice hockey basics, tactics, game rhythm and professional terms within 24 hours, and pass his strict test. Everyone thought this was just a polite rejection. Even the hockey players said it couldn't be done. But they severely underestimated Samantha's determination. The next day, she stood on the ice watching their messy practice drills. She pointed out every key problem with just a few sharp commands. "Will, your passes are too weak. Lower your center of gravity. Nathan, stop leaning back. Use your hips to generate power." Her precise directions instantly smoothed out their moves, and their teamwork became flawless. The whole team was stunned. Just yesterday she was a basketball manager, and now she'd already mastered the core of ice hockey. This woman was an absolute genius. The coach hired her on the spot, officially welcoming her to the Ice Blades. 2 straight days of intense studying and mental strain took its toll. Right after passing the test, Samantha collapsed from exhaustion. She woke up in the infirmary, and the cold, quiet Ice King Andrew was right beside her. He told her she was now part of the family. She never had to carry everything alone anymore. No matter what happened, the entire Ice Blades would stand firmly by her side. Warmth and trust, things she hadn't felt in so long, brought tears to her eyes. Meanwhile, the basketball team fell apart without Samantha. They even lost a scrimmage against the second-string reserves. It finally dawned on the players that without her tactics and on-the-spot adjustments, they had no idea how to play. Ridiculously, instead of reflecting on their mistakes, they poured all their anger on Samantha for leaving. Captain Jeremy flew into a rage, calling her reckless and out of line. The whole team blamed her and kept calling to demand answers until shocking news spread. Have you heard? Samantha quit the basketball team. She joined our biggest rival, the ice hockey team. Jeremy's hand tightened around the phone, his face filled with pure disbelief. The championship team he'd been so proud of was falling apart, and the one who caused it all was the woman he'd always looked down on. What revenge will Jeremy plan next? And what kind of storm will Samantha stir up on the ice? This girl pushed herself to the point of collapse for the team, only to be betrayed and mocked by everyone around her. They thought she was nothing but an easy target to bully. Little do they know, she's about to make the entire basketball team live to regret every choice they made. It all starts with an unfair performance review. Her name is Sam, the quiet data analyst on the basketball team. She pulled all-nighters to craft training plans, spent hours watching game footage, and put together stacks of detailed analysis reports. Yet when the coach handed out evaluations, all she got was a simple note: needs improvement. Heartbroken and confused, Sam couldn't understand why all her hard work went completely unnoticed. But Jared, the team captain and the man she secretly loved, cut her down coldly. Are you just jealous of Naomi again? Do you really doubt the coach's fairness? Other teammates joined in with disdain. They claimed anyone could do her job and said she had no right to feel wronged. Naomi, the team's spoiled favorite, got all the love without lifting a finger. To them, Sam's endless efforts meant absolutely nothing. Overwhelmed by grief and burnout from nonstop work, Sam fainted right on the spot and was rushed to the infirmary. What happened next broke her heart even more. When the team heard she'd passed out, their first thought was not to check on her. They worried Sam would ruin the celebration party they'd planned for Naomi. Captain Jared made the call without hesitation. Sam's always tough, but Naomi is emotionally fragile. We can't let her get upset and fall into depression again. In their eyes, a girl who played helpless and cooed for attention mattered far more than the team's exhausted hard worker. They even started discussing who would take over her tedious data work and training schedules now that Sam was sick. Their answer: let the more capable Naomi handle it. They happily reaped the rewards of Sam's labor while belittling her nonstop. They were convinced she was just throwing a tantrum to get attention. Back in the infirmary, Sam woke up to an unexpected visitor. The captain of the ice hockey team. He saw how weak she was and stopped her gently when she tried to worry about basketball team plans. Unlike Jared and the others, he truly recognized her talent and value. I promise you this, he said sincerely. On my team, every bit of hard work gets seen. I will never let your gifts go to waste. His words were a ray of light in the darkness, and Sam finally came to her senses. She realized her worth should never be judged by people who refused to cherish her. She opened her laptop and wrote her resignation letter without a second thought. The moment she hit send, she cut all ties with the basketball team that had shattered her heart. Meanwhile, the basketball party was in full swing. Naomi sat in the spotlight, treated like a pampered princess. Captain Jared basked in the joy of their success, full of pride. When rumors spread that Sam had quit, they just laughed it off. They were certain the quiet, obedient girl would never dare leave them. Naomi put on a fake concerned act, subtly hinting Sam was petty and immature for ignoring calls and faking her illness. The whole team looked down on Sam, blind with arrogance. Suddenly, the party doors slammed open. Coach Harlan marched inside with a dark, furious expression, holding a document in his hand. He walked straight over to Jared. The music died instantly, and every guest froze in place. The coach held up the resignation letter and spoke in an icy tone. Samantha has officially quit the team. Can anyone tell me what on earth happened here? The festive mood vanished in an instant. Jared's smile faded completely. The girl they'd used as a tool and treated like dirt had struck back with the most decisive move possible. They thought she couldn't survive without the team, but the truth was, the team could not survive without her. Now these arrogant players must face the consequences of their cruelty. Freed from this toxic place, what incredible heights will Sam reach in her new journey?